Welcome to Hancom Office Show. One theory holds that democracy requires three fundamental principles: upward control, sovereignty, residing at the lowest levels of authority, political equality, and social norms by which individuals and institutions only consider acceptable acts that reflect the first two principles of upward control and political equality. There are 7 principles of democracy: popular sovereignty, republicanism, federalism, separation of power, checks and balance, limited government, in addition to individual rights. Population sovereignty is the principle that the authority of a state and its government are created and sustained by the consent of its people through their elected representatives, ruled by the people, who are the source of all political power. Republicanism is a representative form of government organization. It's a political ideology centered on citizens in a state organized as a republic. Historically, it ranges from the rule of a representative minority or oligarchy to popular sovereignty. Federalism is the mixed or compound mode of government combining a general government or the central or federal government with regional governments, provincial states, cantonal, territorial, or other subunits. Government in a single political system. Separation of powers is a doctrine of constitutional law under which the 3 branches of government, executive, legislative, and judicial, are kept separate. This is also known as the system of checks and balance, because of each branch is given certain powers to check the other branch. Checks and balances, principle of government under which separate branches are empowered to prevent actions by others branches and are induced to share power. Checks and balances are applied primarily in constitutional government. Limited government is where the government is empowered by the law from a starting point of having no power, or where government's power is restricted by law, usually in a written constitution. It's a key concept in the history of liberalism. Individual rights, group rights, are also known as collective rights, are rights held by a group rather by members severally. Individual rights are held by individual people.